from the very beginning, right? Not everybody is an entrepreneur. There are others who have the ability to help others accomplish their visions. And if that is where you are, be comfortable in that place. Be very comfortable there. You don't have to be a founder. You don't have to be a CEO. You can be just as good as a CEO. You can be just as good as a chief advisor or whatever it is. You need to network, and then you need to be honest with yourself and understand that this is where I'm going to do best. And as much as you look upwards to those who are already in employment, some of the people sitting next to you are probably your employers. And you're going to overlook them trying to catch the attention of others who may not be able to help you. Okay? So networking is very important. The next thing is that in order to have a plan that works, you need high quality input, right? Plans for your life are not things that you should play with. When you talk about have a plan. It's not about making up the plan as you go along. Where you ask what's next, and then you think about the interview or the job opportunity you saw and you say, oh, I'm thinking about going to Talo. Is that really your plan? It may not be. It may just be an answer to a question. So having a plan starts from having the right input. And one of the best ways is to have the input from mentors, those who have done it before. They say that, a wise man learns from his mistakes, and a wiser man will learn from the mistakes of others, right? I was privileged when I was in school. I went for an internship at VRE. There I met Engineer Johnson Amonu. And, I took to him. He was at the time the only chemical engineer there. I studied chemical engineering at KNUST. And so I was like, wow, I like the way this guy is just, about his work. His work ethic, the way he was doing things. He'll be there late into the night. And so he became my mentor. Now, when I finished school, initially my plan, of course, then was very linear. Bachelor's to master's, master's to PhD, PhD to president, or something like that, right? But then he gave me his perspective. That look, I think you are good with a hands-on thing, and I think that you should look at getting some industrial experience. It was based on his perspective. So he sort of altered my plan, but it was good. So when I finished, I was a TA for a year, and then I went to Schlumberger. And those were probably the most important times of my life. The 9 or 10 years I spent in Schlumberger were so good because they gave me a certain foundation that I doubt I'll have had anywhere else. And I say this very proudly. The first day I joined, I got an email saying, you are going to Paris for induction. They sent an email with a PowerPoint slide with directions. I had never traveled in my life. I took a trotro from Adenta to Kotoka Junction with my bag and walked up the hill to the airport and sat in a plane going to Paris. And we arrived at Charles de Gaulle. It's like a city. And you're like, where am I going? It's not a problem. Right? You get lost, right? Then you have to find your way to Melon. And then you basically have to join in and do everything else, right? So it was a quick shock to the system, but it was an important shock, okay? What am I saying? I'm saying that a mentor will set you on the right path. A mentor will give you the right ideas, will give you insights. A mentor can tell you, I'm in the industry and I know it is changing. So this may be your initial plan, but I think you should look at this as well. So all these things come in. So your career has already started, right? Maybe I'm just announcing it to you again, that your career has already started. It is high time you get good quality information into your plan. Stick to your plan. See it through to the end. No one here will want to buy a Mercedes-Benz that has only 3 tires. You want to see a vehicle with 4 tires. You want to see everything complete, right? So stick to the plan. Have good quality inputs. Ensure that you stay with your mentors, right? Let them continue to advise. Be humble enough to receive that advice